Those hands and lights can't stop me. I just hold on for dear life. Yeah, I can't give up this feeling.
So budget ANC earphones from many random brands may hit or miss. However, when it comes from a pretty reputable company like Baseus, it definitely sparks my interest and I really want to give them a try. And today we're checking out the new Baseus Bowie M1, and I personally bought these earbuds to review today, and there is no affiliation or money exchanging hands with Baseus, and this review is based on my honest and unbiased opinion. So the M1 retails for 120 Malaysian ringgit or about $27 US, which is really categorized as a budget earbuds. And with all the features that it offers, I think this is one interesting release this year. So if you're interested in buying them, do check out my links in the description below. So the design of the M1 is really simple, clean, nothing gimmicky. All it is a simple white case made of a pretty good quality plastic shell, and at the back here you're gonna get a simple Baseus branding there, and overall I love how simple and minimal this design looks. So at the front of the case you're gonna get an LED that tells you the various status of the earbud and the case, and at the bottom you're gonna get a nice Type-C charging port enclosed in a nice silver plate for the charging port, and next to that you get a button to reset your earbuds. So the lid of the M1 opens up smoothly, however there are no mechanisms to hold the lid open. Inside you're gonna see the earbuds, which looks pretty standard to most earbuds in the market today. So you're gonna get quite a short stem here, and at the front here you're gonna get the AirPods Pro style ear tips, and also some nice charging contacts at the bottom here, which we saw in the Soundpeats Air 3. So on the stem here you're gonna see a circle, which also is where the touch sensor surface is, and at the ear tips here, Baseus also give you an orange ear tip that adds to the unique look of the earbuds, making it less boring to look at. And despite its price, the M1 actually comes with an in-ear detection, so if you remove them from your ears, you're going to notice that it pauses your audio, which is pretty cool. So of course you can't get the perfect of everything or every feature here, so battery life isn't its strongest feature here. And without ANC on, you're going to get about 4.5 hours and 15.5 hours with the case. Pretty decent because that's usually how long people use per session, but there is no published battery life here for ANC on, but depending on the volume you play at, I would estimate about 2.5 to 3 hours per use per charge. So Baseus also coins their charging as Baseus Rapid Charge, which I thought was some sort of magic fast charging that Baseus offers. But charging the earbuds and the case from empty takes 1.5 hours, and there is no published quick charging for the M1. So the volume on the M1 is also pretty decent and comes with a Bluetooth 5.2 with AAC and SBC support, so pretty good. For this price point, at least for iPhone users, you're not just stuck with SBC. The earbuds here doesn't come with any IP rating, but I believe for most earbuds, sweating on them wouldn't be too much of an issue. But since there is no IP rating on this, just avoid getting them wet if you can. Also, the earbud supports both left and right playback without any issues, meaning you can use either side out of the case and still it will connect. However, because of the in-ear sensor, when you pull it out from one side of your ear and put it back into the case, the audio will pause for a while, but you can always turn this off inside the app. Finally, there is also a 2-device multi-point on the M1, which is super rare for any earbuds at this price point, and even for earbuds that are 4 or 5 times its price. So a very nice feature to have here. So the Baseus app is simple and easy to use, and at the homepage here you're going to get your battery percentage of both the left and right earbuds, and you can see your earbuds there with the orange accent. I think that's really nice. And below that you're going to get to fiddle with your ANC Performance. So here if you click into it, you will see normal mode, transparency mode, or noise reduction mode, and here you don't get to choose the intensity of any one of those, so it's just an on or off feature. Below that you're going to get to play around with your different EQ presets that Baseus offer, and here you can see that there are about 12 EQs that you can play around with, and they do sound different from one another, so you do have to test them out. And if you fancy creating your own EQ, you can always press on custom, give it a name, and then inside here what you're going to get is an 8-band EQ that you can play around with, so that's also very nice. And if you go to the second tab, this is where you get a map to see where your earbuds are. However, I still think that this kind of feature is quite gimmicky on earbuds like that, because your earbud needs to be connected to your phone in order for this feature to work. Europe. So if you left it far away or at a different location, I think this wouldn't make much sense. So finally, at the last page here, you get to set your in-ear detection, which is where perception plays. So you can turn that on or off. You can also go into low latency mode. There is the gaming mode that you can turn on here. And below that, you can also adjust the gesture control, which is to remap the control settings here, which is very nice. So it's fully customizable. And if you think about this price point and all the features that you get here is super worth the money. So I think this is a great job from Baseus. So the ANC Performance here is basic, and Baseus themselves only market these as 25 decibel reduction in environmental noise. So it does reduce a lot of the environment noise, but still pretty audible. For the road noise test and the airplane cabin noise test, the earbuds does an okay job reducing the volume of the noise, but doesn't eliminate it. So if you have nothing playing, you can still hear the noises very clearly, and with some music playing, it does distract you away from the noise, but you can still hear that there is there, right? For the crowd noise or noisy cafe test, you can hear that the crowd noise very audibly, and the algorithm doesn't do too much to cancel them, again reducing the overall volume. With music playing, the same applies to crowd noise. Wind is also not the best here at high wind situations, and I do hear quite a bit of buffering. So overall, I'm rating the M1 to have an ANC performance of 7 out of 10. So sound quality here is actually surprisingly good, but again, I've been using Baseus for a while, so I do know they have that quality there. So overall sound quality with Apple Music sounds really clean and crisp. I personally run the Mega Bass EQ mode as I feel the Baseus Classic takes away the bass a little bit. But again, with Mega Bass, it doesn't like give you a monster level kind of bass, just sufficiently good for your music to have some dynamism and less boring. Mids here is also impressive with no hints of it sounding muddy, blur, or hiding behind any frequencies. Male and female vocals both work extremely well here, and I thoroughly enjoyed music with lots of vocal emphasis. So highs here is also really nice, where it all sounds crispy and not messy, and all the highs just sounds really good. So overall, I must say that this is really good sounding earbuds, especially for the price that you're paying for. Now, this is a test to see if the Baseus Bowie M1 is a good earbuds for making phone calls. So this is me speaking in a relatively quiet environment, and this is the call quality that you can expect. So what I'm going to do now is to turn on a simulated background noise so you can hear a difference. So now there's a simulated background noise playing in the background. This is the call quality that you can expect from this earbud. So what do you think of the call quality? Let me know in the comment section down below. And with 60 milliseconds of gaming mode, it is quite standard nowadays, but overall performance is good with games like PUBG, with no noticeable lag in real time. So the difference between gaming mode and normal mode is quite noticeable here, but for most casual gaming needs, these earbuds is pretty sufficient. Also, there is no noticeable delay when watching videos. Audio and video does sync pretty nice. Anyways, let's take a look at the latency performance of these earbuds. So ultimately, for less than $30 I think this is a solid offering, and it would even be one of the best budget offerings in 2022. Because I think it covers every ground just nice. They are not exceptionally good with all categories, but they definitely do a decent job for all categories. So that is it for this review. If you find this video helpful, smash that thumbs up button, share this video everywhere, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.